Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be shooting a fashion shoot, beauty shoot with Monet, and my assistant today is going to be Elvis. So for this shoot, I used two lights. I wanted to use my strobe. My strobe didn't fit my spotlight, so I had to go with my amaranth light. So we used more continuous light than actual strobe. So we're still going for that soft look, so I'm going to show you how I used it in this shoot. As you can see, I used my amaranth as my main key light. It was attached to I think an aperture spotlight. I'll leave the link down below if you want to get it. But you can use any regular like gobo or spotlight. It doesn't have to be aperture. I just happen to have that. Shout out to my girlfriend for my birthday. So we're gonna use that. Then also we're gonna use. You can use any other light, but I use a Godox I think 400 as my background light because I only have one continuous light, so I had to make sure that something else was lighting up the background because my background was all white, so you want to make sure there's a good separation. And I had two V flats, as you can see in the video, left to the side and left and right of her, because I wanted to get that shadows on the side of the face because there are different types of V flats. We have the black, which is used for absorbing more contrast and absorbing shadows. Then we have the white, which is for reflecting, as you can tell. Then we have different diffusers, depending on what route she wanted to go. But I wanted to make sure that her size of her face were very defined, so it's not just too flat. So I had that. So as you can see, I had my f-stop metered around f5.6, 6.3 thereabout, because I couldn't shoot too narrow because I'm not using a strobe, so I can't really overpower my background and my subject. It's just going to be too blown out. Then I think I shot 1/250, 1/200. She wasn't moving around too crazy, so I wasn't trying to make sure that I was trying to make sure that everything is caught in still motion. And my ISO was, I think, ISO 400 thereabout. I know everyone always tells you shoot at the lowest possible ISO. I tend not to do that. I make sure that my f-stop and my shutter speed is properly accounted for. Then I mess around with my ISO depending on the type of camera I use. So for this shoot, I used an A7R5. I used a 35 G Master, which is prime lenses. Prime lenses tend to be sharper, so I'm more biased towards prime lenses. I used my Amaranth 300cc. There's a Godox 400. I use just regular V flats you can get from Hobby Lobby or Home Depot. You don't have to buy the $300 ones from Amazon. But if you want to, hey, different strokes for different folks. But you can always DIY whatever you're trying to use. So yeah, that's how I shot this. As you can see, it's nothing too crazy. I will make another video about how my editing process to give more in-depth and like if you're trying to recreate more fashion style for yourself. Remember, it's also art. Art is subjective, so it's never gonna look the exact same way you want it to look, the way I did it, but at least you should have the blueprint. So, and I'll also leave a 2D diagram if you want to do it yourself. So if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'm more than happy to answer. If you can subscribe and like, it's me a lot, just trying to grow, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
You see this? They're not trying to get me into the... Hey, anyways, don't forget what I said. Like, subscribe, and share. Show that you're lit. Stay tuned. We're in this.